Hello everyone. Today I am meeting you after a very long time. It's just that I could not find time to upload videos with my work schedule. It was very difficult for me to upload any videos. So today I will be talking about the planet Jupiter's Dasha and what to expect during this time. Lot of us have a conception in our minds that Jupiter is a first-rate benefic, so it is bound to give us excellent results during its dasha. But friends, astrology is not in black and white. There are many permutations and combinations due to which the results of even a benefic planet can differ. So I will be talking about many things today. So stay tuned till the end of my video. So first of all, Jupiter is a first-rate benefic for the ascendants like Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. For these ascendants, Jupiter's dasha is bound to give us good results, provided it is not under affliction. So if Jupiter is exalted, if it is in its Mool Trikona sign, the Mool Trikona sign for Jupiter is Sagittarius. So if it is in its Mool Trikona sign, if Jupiter is in the sign of Pisces, if Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer, if Jupiter is in the sign of Leo, if Jupiter is surrounded on either sides by benefics, if Jupiter is posited in your ascendant or in your quadrant houses like the fourth house, seventh house, 10th house, or in your trines or in your 11th house, then the period of Jupiter will give you excellent results because here Jupiter is in its full strength. If Jupiter is also well placed in your Navamsha house, in your Navamsha chart, like if it is not afflicted in the Navamsha, if it is placed in your quadrant houses, Kendra houses, and if it is placed in your trines, if it is placed in your 11th house, then the period of Jupiter will give you very good results. But for certain ascendants like Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, for these ascendants, Jupiter's dasha is not that great because Jupiter becomes functionally malefic for these ascendants. For Taurus ascendant, Jupiter is the lord of your 11th house. So it is bound to give you some income, some gains, but it is also the lord of your 8th house. So it is bound to bring some major changes in your life, and it can cause lots of health problems also if it is afflicted in your chart or if it is in your dusthanas like 6, 8, 12, or if it is in a bad shape. So Jupiter's period can be very difficult for you. If Jupiter in the sign of Libra, Jupiter becomes your third lord and your sixth lord. So here, Jupiter is again a functionally malefic planet for you. So if Jupiter is in debilitation, it is going to give you very good results related to money matters. But then Jupiter in your power houses like Kendra houses or Trine houses can give you some problems in respect to earning money. So it can be difficult for you when it gains strength in the Kendra houses. So those things which Jupiter can give you easily, it will make you struggle very hard to achieve those things when it is in your Kendra or Trine houses. But in the 11th house, for the Libra ascendants, Jupiter will do well. And in the third house, sixth house, Jupiter is going to do well. Even in the 12th house or in the 8th house, Jupiter is going to cause Viprit Raj Yoga and it will give you good results. So it depends upon the placement of Jupiter in your chart. For the Gemini ascendant, Jupiter becomes the Marka. It becomes the lord of your Kendra houses and it is also the Marak planet. It is also the Badhak planet for you. So during its dasha, it is bound to give you some obstacles and some stress and tensions. But if Jupiter is strong, if it is sitting in its own sign in the Kendra houses, and if it is not afflicted, then Jupiter can give you good results. For the Virgo ascendants, again, Jupiter is a Marka and a Badhak planet. A Badhak planet is the lord of the seventh house in your case. So a Badhak planet is capable of giving you obstacles during its Dasha. So for you, Jupiter will again give you stress, obstacles, and some difficulties. But if Jupiter is aspected by good planets, and if it is in its own sign, and if it is not afflicted, then for you also, Jupiter can give you good results. For the Capricorn ascendants, Jupiter is very malefic because it is the lord of your 12th house and the lord of your third house. So, if Jupiter is not well placed or if it is afflicted by malefics, then it can give you difficulties. But uh, because Jupiter is the Karka for earning money, for you, even though it is a functionally malefic, under affliction, it will give you some difficulties in terms of earning money. But if it is well placed in your in your quadrant houses or in your trine houses, it is going to give you good results. But wherever it is going to sit, that house will suffer in some regards or the other. You will have to undergo some health issues or some expenses on behalf of the house where it is sitting. So for you, it is a functionally malefic planet. For the Aquarius ascendant, Jupiter is the lord of your 11th house of earnings, and it is the lord of your second house of wealth. So for you also, Jupiter is going to give you income or investments during its time. If Jupiter becomes afflicted, then there will be difficulties in terms of earning money or in terms of your savings. So Jupiter should be strong in your chart, but the moment it becomes strong, it is also going to give you some health problems or some difficulties in regards to the house where it is sitting, because it is your 11th lord, and the 11th lord brings you lots of gains, but with it, it also brings health issues because the 11th lord is a functionally malefic house, being the 12th of 12th and being the 6th of 6th. 11th house is also a functionally malefic house. So it indeed gives you income, it indeed gives you gains, but along with that, it gives you difficulties. Now let's talk about the period of Jupiter. Jupiter is the controller of the second house. So during its Dasha, you will see that your family will prosper or there is some kind of expansion in terms of your family and finances. Your eating habits will also improve because Jupiter is associated with your food. So if your Jupiter Dasha is coming, you will see an expansion in all these things. It's a karka for expansion. So there is some increment, some expansion on the regards of your savings, on regards to your family matters, and on regards to your eating habits. People tend to eat more during the Dasha of Jupiter. Jupiter is also the Karka, the controller of your fifth house. What will happen during its Dasha? You will begin to have interest in counseling. You will try to poke your nose in each and everything which is happening around you because you will tend to believe that you are a natural counselor. You will also have interest in teaching others because the fifth house is associated with our learnings and teachings. Your creativity will increase. Your interest in learning things will increase. A lot of people begin to read more, write more, and create more during the period of Jupiter's Dasha. Now, the fifth house is also about your mantra sadhana. So during the period of Dasha, Jupiter's Dasha, a lot of people have interest in religious activities. They become more religious. In fact, I have seen some people very closely who are undergoing a Jupiter Antardasha, which is a very small period, but despite that, they turn very religious, very pious during the short tenure of that Antardasha of Jupiter. Your interest in love and romance can also prosper during this time. Because if you are undergoing that period of Jupiter and you are in the age group of your youth, then a lot of people will have somebody special coming in their lives. If you are a young child and you are undergoing the period of Jupiter, then during this time you will study well. Your interest in learning will increase. If you are a person of middle age, then you will see that your performance in life will increase. You will become much more active in terms of exhibiting yourself. If you are a person of higher age, you will see that your children will start getting, your children will prosper during this time, and a lot of people will see that their children will get married during the Dasha of Jupiter. And if you are little bit more older, you will see that during this time, your interest in spiritual activities will also increase. So a lot of people who are in their youth will also get married because Jupiter controls the seventh house. The seventh house is the house of marriage, and Jupiter is also the joint karka of the seventh house. Venus is the natural karka of the seventh house, but Jupiter is the secondary karka of the second house. So you will see that marriage related ceremonies will increase during this time. It's the house of partnership. So a lot of you will have interest in forming partnerships during the period of Jupiter Dasha. Jupiter controls the seventh house. So there will be lots of foreign travels also if your Jupiter is in good shape or if it is associating with the houses of travel. Now, Jupiter also controls the ninth house, and the ninth house will bring you a lot of luck. This is the house which will bring you gurus in your life. So even a normal person in your life can become your guru. It doesn't mean that you have to have a guru literally in your life, but people will come in your life and give you some kind of guidance which will be very useful for you. This is a period when you will want to learn more. Your interest in Vedic studies or your interest in higher studies will also increase. You will see that your interest in visiting pilgrimages will increase. Your interest in sports will also increase if you are in a good shape or if you are in a young age. So your interest in adventure sports, your interest in traveling to foreign lands will increase. Your interest in charity will also increase because the ninth house is also associated with charity. Your interest in clairvoyance. So I would say your clairvoyance will increase, and your intuition will also increase because all these things are connected with your ninth house. Now, Jupiter also controls your 10th house. So it means it is associated with the prestige and the respect that you get at your workplace. Your performance at work will increase. You will have confidence in your work. You will have confidence in your abilities, and people will respect you for that. Jupiter gives you lots of respect in your area of work. So you are bound to have prosperity coming in your work life in the period of Jupiter. Jupiter controls your 11th house. That means during this time, your income will increase. Your wishes and desires will get fulfilled. And the things related to your elder siblings will also come into focus. This is the house which connects you to a large number of people. So you will see yourself connecting to people in your day-to-day basis. This is the time when you should try to be as sattvic as you can, as pure as you can, because Jupiter is a planet that is naturally the holder of your 12th house. The 12th house is all about spirituality, all about moksha. Your interest in spirituality, your interest in meditations will also increase during the period of Jupiter. In fact, I have seen people during the period of Jupiter becoming more sattvic. They tend to stop eating non-vegetarian food. They tend to stop drinking alcohol and they start visiting temples, or doing religious studies during the period of Jupiter. Your learning abilities will increase. If you are a young child, you will see that your performance in learning and in your examinations will also improve during the time of Jupiter. Jupiter will make you more forgiving in your attitude, and you will think in a very elevated manner. You will try to forgive everyone and you will try to turn very spiritual. Your thought process will be elevated during this time because Jupiter is associated with the ether element, or you can say the Akashic element. This is the best time for those people who have Jupiter as their ascendants or as their trine lords, because here Jupiter becomes the first rate benefic. But all these things having said, you have to see the condition of your Jupiter, because sometimes, despite having a very good ascendant of Jupiter or trines of Jupiter, it is not very well placed. And the things that you are expecting during the time of its Dasha may not happen. So you may be disappointed because of that. So the best thing is to show your chart to a worthy astrologer. And if you see that there is any difficulty associated with the Jupiter's Dasha, get it fixed by showing your chart to somebody. And after that, you can expect good results. So if you are in the period of Jupiter and if it is giving you troubles, try to do the mantra of Jupiter. Om Gram Greem Grom Saha Guruvaya Namaha. You can do this mantra 108 times every day and try to be as much religious as you can, as much sattvic, as much pure in your thoughts and in your day-to-day life. And you will see that the period of Jupiter will begin to give you good results. So friends, we have to go as per the dashas of the planets we are into. After the chaotic period of Rahu, the Jupiter period is much more settling. Rahu period, if it is coming as your odd dasha, will be very troublesome for you. By odd dasha, I mean to say if it is your first dasha or your third dasha or your fifth dasha or your seventh dasha or your ninth dasha. Ninth dasha, nobody gets to see unless they have a very long life. Usually people get to see 7 dashas or at the maximum 8 dashas. So if Rahu period is in your odd dasha, then the Jupiter period will come in your even dasha. So suppose you had the third dasha of Rahu, which is of 18 years, then the fourth dasha of Jupiter will be very settling for you, because the fourth dasha gives us lots of comforts. If it is coming as your sixth dasha, it means that the Jupiter dasha will be very good for you. Lots of things can be achieved during that time and lots of desires can be fulfilled. And also it is associated with extended spirituality. So uh, these are the things which I wanted to convey to you about the Jupiter's dasha. So if you have liked my video, do show your liking by hitting on the like button, and I will be posting more videos and I will try to be as regular as I can. So see you next time with my next video. All the best, friends.